I mean, he can really pitch with his fastball. I mean, and when you can pitch to both sides of the plate with the fastball, then, and at some point I'll watch the video and see how many pitches we actually had to hit that we didn't do much. I don't know that, but I saw him on video against TCU. And, man, the guy can move the fastball east and west, and he stays down mostly, and he can elevate when he wants, and then he gets you off the fastball by throwing a pretty good changeup, and then the breaking balls are, they are what they are. They're just kind of, if anything, just to show that I have one, but really not to pitch with it. And, that's the value of pitching with the fastball, because if you can pitch to both sides of the plate with it, man, you're going to be very, very effective. And he was.
You pleased to some degree with Shane's start?
Yeah, I mean, he's kept us in every single game. There's no question. And he did again tonight. And, the margin for error that we're playing with and he's playing with is small. And obviously tonight it's extremely small. But, at the same time, you've got to, try to be consistent as you can and keep them off the board. And I think he did a good job. Pitch count got up a little bit, and he's kind of fallen into the 7-inning type of deal, which is fine. But again, he gave us a chance to win. I mean, he really did. He kept us within 2-run striking distance, and gave us an opportunity to win.
There were a lot of scouts out there. Had to be about a half dozen.
Yeah, and maybe because Lorenzen too. In case he comes in and close. I think that's probably one. And I think they're coming back to see Shane. I think his numbers are good. I don't know what his stuff was, but that is what it is. They'll figure that out in the stands.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I wish it didn't feel as close as the score. Even though it was 2-0 and 3-0, I thought. They're an old team, and they got a lot of experience, and they've got a lot of confidence, and they know how to play. And I thought they were in command pretty much the whole night. And we didn't test them very much, and both defensively, by putting the ball in play hard, at least on the ground, and we had a lot of fly ball outs. I think we had 15 or 16, which makes it a little bit easier for them.
How do you get guys to stop hitting the ball in the air?
Man, I mean, we've tried all kinds of things. It's all about timing and being back on time and being down on time. And, every guy's a little different of how they get there. And part of it is, at least if you can do it off the fastball, then you've got an opportunity. And that's the frustrating part, is being able to not do when we're getting fastballs and we're still, not in a good place to hit, and we're working under the ball. So yeah, I mean, you got to start earlier. You got to do things earlier. You got to cheat, if you will, for some guys. And just kind of move from there, I think, is the best way to put it. And some of it's got to be from them, as well. Their timing.
Avila returned anytime?
Yeah, Thursday. He took some swings today in the cage. He did take some ground balls. The splint's off. It's feeling better. But he can use the next couple days without any pounding on it to get it fully healthy. So that'll be nice.
Coach, do you take, with what Eshelman's able to do without having, the 95-mile-an-hour fastball, do you take that and take it to some of your guys and say, you guys can do this too, if you just, spot it up? Is that something you can do?
Yeah, I mean, we preach what he did, from day one here, from back in 2002 when I was here. And we've had guys that could do it, and you put that as the emphasis in the fall. It's all fastball changeup, and that's what you start with, and commanding the fastball. And over the course of time, you find guys that can do it and can't do it, and everybody comes in different packages, but certainly, yeah, you would love to have a guy that aggressive in the strike zone without barreling the balls up. And like I told Bob, this isn't the first team that he's been extremely effective with this style. Nobody's going to change him until he's forced to change. So at this particular point, I just keep doing the same thing. Dietrich's doing and they're doing, because it's pretty good. Pretty good. So yeah, but I think he's a good manual for a lot of people. That's for sure. Yeah, pretty effective.